Hey guys, welcome to this JavaScript tutorial for beginners. Now, this is a quick start guide just to get you guys writing a couple lines of code, just to break the ice to show you how easy and quick it is to get started. Now, if you don't know what programming or coding is, essentially in simple terms, what it is providing instructions to the computer in a language that it understands. Now, every piece of software that you see on the internet, on your computer, on your phone, someone provided the instructions to the computer on how to complete a specific task. That is all software development and all programming is. It's nothing more complicated than that. It's not some mystical science that you have to go to the mountains to learn. No, it's all about providing clear instructions to the computer on how to do a specific task. Now, for this tutorial, we're going to need the Chrome browser. So if you don't already have that installed on your computer, you can go ahead and get that installed. If you're on Mac OS, you can go to Safari, just type in Chrome on Google, and it'll give you the first link. You can download it and install it. It'll be essentially the same process. If you're on Windows, you go on Google, you go on Internet Explorer, type in Chrome, download and install. Now, once you have Chrome installed, you can go ahead and launch it. And in the browser, we're going to type in about colon blank. Now this is going to give us a blank web page so we can start messing around and writing a couple lines of code. So once we're on this page, we're going to right click, inspect, and this is going to open up something called the Chrome DevTools. Now, what is the Chrome DevTools? The Chrome DevTools is basically just a playground where we can start writing some code, and we don't have to install any other pieces of software. We can run all our code directly into the console right here. So what is the first program that we're going to write? Traditionally, in software development and programming, a lot of people like to start with a simple hello world program. So we're going to give instructions to the computer to simply return to us in this console where we already are a simple hello world. Now, how are we going to do this? So if you start typing in console dot log, now we're going to open and close these parentheses. Inside of these parentheses, we're going to put in some quotes, some single quotes. And inside of those single quotes, we're going to type in hello world. And if we click enter, this line of code is going to run. And I want you guys to guess for a second what is going to be the response, or what is going to happen once we run this line of code. So if we hit enter, there we go. We get hello world back from the console. Now, you should congratulate yourself, give yourself a pat on the back, because that is your very first JavaScript program run directly in the browser. Now, you probably don't know what console.log means, why we have to put these parentheses, the single quotes, all of this. We'll get to that later in subsequent videos. But for now, all you need to know is that you ran your very first program and you got a response from the browser of hello world. Now, this is amazing. So we're going to build on top of this. And now I'm going to show you super quickly how easy it is to modify this blank page that we have right here. So again, in the console, we're going to write another simple line of code. We're going to type in document dot body dot style dot background color. Now it's important that the C be capital and that you guys type it exactly how I type it here, or else it will not work. And we're going to give it a color of red for this one. So if we run this line of code, I want you guys again to guess what's going to happen. It's pretty self-explanatory. Wow, isn't that amazing? Instantaneously, we get a red background color for this web page. Now, forgive me, I know it's it's probably not the prettiest web page you've ever seen, but it's okay, guys. We're building on top of the things that we're learning, and eventually, you guys will be able to make a full-fledged website with everything that you commonly see. So the last thing that we're gonna build before we end this quick start video, this quick guide video, is we're going to make a button. And when you click on this button, you're simply gonna get a pop-up and alert on the page that told you that you clicked on the button. So we're gonna type in again in our console, let button equals document dot create element, just like that. And we're going to open and close our parentheses once again, and inside of that we're going to type in button inside of our single quotes. Now we don't want to run this line of code immediately because we still have 3 more lines of code to write. So we're going to hold down shift and click enter in order to get to that next line. Now that we have our button variable created and we created the element in the document, which is this document right here. Now, you might be wondering why I don't see the button. It's because we didn't run the code yet. Once we run the code, this page will update and the code that we want, the code that we wrote will be available on the page. So we created our button variable, we created the button in the document. Now we're going to change the text inside of the button. So we're going to write button.inner text equals click me. We're going to hold shift enter in order to get to the next line. And now we're going to define what happens when we click on the button. So again, we need to access the button that we created earlier. So we're going to write button dot on click equals open and close our parentheses. And then we're going to type in an equal with an arrow sign, alert. And inside of this alert, inside of the single quotes, we're going to write you clicked on this button. And we're going to hold shift enter in order to go to the last line, and this is going to be the last line of code. Document.body.append child, and we're going to add our button. Now, if we run this code, the page will update and we'll be able to click on our button and see what happens. Beautiful. So now we have our button right here. And what do you guys think is going to happen once we click on it? Boom. We get this alert with the text that we wrote here. Now, I'm going to end the video here for today. But as you can see, it is super simple to get started. It's not complicated. It really isn't rocket science. Programming is all about providing simple and clear instructions to the computer on how to do something. So here we gave the computer instructions to return us hello world. We gave it instructions on what color the background of our document should be, what the background of our web page should be. And we also created a button, provided it some text inside of the button, and told it what we wanted to happen once we clicked on the button. And we added the button to our document. Now, I want to congratulate you guys for getting this far in the video. And there will be more content like this coming on more JavaScript concepts, and we're just going to build on this foundation that we started today. So we're going to be explaining to you guys what is variables, what are these functions that we wrote here today, What is the difference between JavaScript, HTML, CSS, all of these things. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and stay tuned for more. And keep going, progress over perfection. So a little bit of progress every day will bring you further than doing nothing at all. And that is the road towards perfection. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.